Just gonna make sure I'm not giving a Qaadir tea. Okay. Hello and welcome back to Body Grace with Rice. And we will continue to rice. Today we are doing a reaction to What the Hell Is This In My Head? This is one of my favorite videos. It's so funny. I mean, girl, we've been there, done that. We've all had a bad hair experience. So let's hear about Qaadir's. I have this that I want to do today. It's a anti-stress clay mask. Dead Sea minerals. That's what it says. So you can see I'm not lying. Literally what it says. Pow. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Alright, let's go.
Girl, sometimes you need to just go head on, alright? And pay the money and get the damn job done right. You know what I mean? Because let me tell you about something. One time, I went to go get my hair done by a friend of mine's mother. And she was just like, girl, you know, I'm licensed, I have a license, whatever the case might be. And she was working outside of her home. Now, I'm not knocking the fact that she was working outside of her home, bitch, because if you have to get your goddamn grand hustle on, bitch, all right? I'm not going to knock that, bitch. I understand that, all right? But the whole point of the Met show was, sweetie, don't be putting on this whole production, and then when I buy my tickets, this show is like a let's start on that ass, okay? Because we say dry scalp. Be that as it may. So, you
Be
know,
that as it may.
And she was like, okay, girl, well, I'm going to need for you to buy some packs of weave, you know, so I can weave that shit on in your scalp and make it look fierce and motherfucking illustrious. All this other kind of stuff, girl. It's just going to be fabulous. And scrumptious and all things like this. I'm like, okay, girl, you know, I'm so excited. Because I have been bragging, because after I set my appointment with her, I've been telling bitches, like, girl, whatever. Because, you know, I have been doing my own hair, and I have been, you know, putting my little...
No, I used to do my own hair, and that's why my hair looked... I still do my own hair, like... But I used to do my own, like, braids, single braids, and take them to school, and that looked a mess. So I've had an experience where it's like I've come home and just had to take them out after one day. But what can we notice here? You know, just this, if we're going to make it educational. Qaadir making promises that everything's going to be so amazing. He's going to, like, just slay and dominate. And then when he actually comes through, it's a hot mess. So even with things like his hair, he's been falling into that same trap. So now he's saying he's not going to show us anything till it's done. Hopefully that should improve, right?
And my bump and curl, and it was real cute. But at the same time, it was damaged, okay? Like I said,
Danity
damn kid. It was dry, all right? It was dry, and my hair was like some damn straws. I said, you know, bitch, I'm not too much even concerned with trying to keep pressing my hair, bitch, because I'm not going to have no hair if I keep doing it like this. I said, you know, girl, I need to just go ahead on and put some motherfucking braids in this bitch. And so that's what I was going to do. But I was just bragging to everybody like, yes, bitch, I'm about to get my hair done, bitch. Whatever. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Whatever. You say what you want, but when you see me on next week, you're going to be wishing you hadn't said it, bitch, because I'm a motherfucker be stunting on these hoes.
See, when will he learn? When will you learn not to make it seem like it's going to be more than it is before you know what it's going to be.
And so
Learn.
I was just so excited, honey. And so she was like, go ahead on, get you some packs of weave. I said, well, what kind of weave? Do I need to be human hair? Synthetic? I don't know, because I never too much got no weave in my hair like that before. So she was like, girl, get some human hair so that it could look more realistic, whatever the case might be, because there is a difference between synthetic and she sounded real knowledgeable when she was talking about it. So I was like, okay, yes, all right. Oh, I'm saying, hear me. Okay, so human, all right, B595, all right, yak attack, gotcha. Me making my goddamn list and buying all these fucking products. Be that as it may. She was like, I was like, well, how much is it gonna cost me? She said $20.
$20?
$20, that's not bad, girl. That's not bad at all, girl.
For human hair? See, this is when he should have already known that this is a scalp.
So, honey, I done said about all my little hair, all whatever the case might be. First thing in the morning, we went to go get my appointment done. So we showed up. I was there all fucking day. I was there from whatever time I showed up in the morning, like 9 o'clock till like 11 at night. I'm like, what is this? Be that as it may. First of all, let me tell you what I wanted in my head, first of all. I wanted, you know, okay, remember those braids Omarion used to have? I just call them Omarion braids.
Yes.
Because he's the person who I remember doing it first. At least that was famous. And so I just call them Omarion braids. Kind of like how you call them Iverson braids when you want to get them braids with them little braids and it'll be that one big braid. Okay, so you know how you say Iversons? Okay, I call these the call them the Omarions because Omarion did it when he was in the B2K. It's that bad guy, whatever the fuck the song is. When he was doing it big in B2K, he was rocking them braids. You know them braids? In the front, they be laid down and off pierced in the front. And then once they get to the back, they be individuals. All right, that's what I had wanted. But I wanted them real small because I don't want it to be obvious that it was a weave in my head, even though the people would know it was a weave. I don't give a fuck if you know it's a weave. I don't want it to look like it's a weave. It's the point I'm making. So I was supposed to get the Omarion braids, and I was going to have beads on my hair, girl, because I wanted it to be, bitch, I wanted it to be theatrical, honey. I was trying to bring the Broadway show, honey. I wanted it to be motherfucking fierce for the gods, honey. I wanted everybody to gag when I came through the goddamn door, bitch. I wanted to stomp the pavement and make the motherfucker bleed, honey. And when I came to, to get my hair done, I just knew I was going to leave that chair looking done for the gods, bitch. I knew Athena was going to give me my award. I knew Hercules was going to congratulate me. I knew that Isis was going to say, job well done. I knew that Ulysses was going to say, bitch, it's about motherfucking time. Girl, please. I was there almost fucking day. And when I got up to look in the mirror to see what had been placed in my motherfucking head, bitch, can we say I threw the fuck up in my mouth a little bit? Because when I went into the mirror, bitch, honey, can we say the braids were a motherfucking, bitch, they were like football fields on my head, honey. Okay? They were like, bitch, they were gargantuan, honey. They were huge, honey, on my head. And I'm like, what the fuck is this on my head? Oh my God, girl. Oh my God. I was like, bitch, why are there fucking snakes in my head? Why are there freaking big ass earthworms?
So if we only had damn, my battery's about to die. Let me make this point real quick. If we only had 4 braids, I don't know why that would take all day. Okay.
Oh, in my head. I cannot believe it. I'm like, oh my God, girl. Oh my God. Now after I had been talking all that shit, bitch. Oh no, ma'am. I was like, girl, I have been talking all this motherfucking shit.
This is a lesson. This is a lesson. Don't talk too much before you know what the outcome will be. Uncle G, you've done this too many times. You've fallen into this. Every fucking the record label. Oh, it's gonna be so great. I'm gonna be touring in Europe, and you came back with football fields on your head. Oh, this Mother Queen tour. I'm gonna be doing a tour everywhere. I'm gonna be in X and Y. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have a smoke machine, and you came back with snakes on your head. Those are just 2 things. You've done other things. How many times have you lied? Because when it's just your hair, no one gives an F. But how many times have you told your people that you were coming through with the plate, only to come through with the expired plate that nobody wants?
These bitches that they was gonna gag when they saw me. Yes, bitch, they're gonna gag from disgust. Bitch, first of all, the braids was all the way coming down my back. And nobody said that the braids would be coming all the way down my back, girl. And the whole time she was doing my hair, I had kept wanting to go see, but she's like, okay, I'll wait till I'm finished.
You have to say, oh, can I just use the bathroom and then look in the mirror? You have to.
Someone let me get out your chair, then I'll bring a handheld mirror so I can see. Girl, it was just a hot mess. And for me, I've been there all day. Girl, no ma'am. And then, girl, that's not even the half of the story, girl. So on that next, my mother came to pick me up. She was like, "Ooh, girl, how do you like your hair?" Because she called me first. I called her to say I was ready to go. She said, "Okay, so how do you like your hair?" And I was like, "I'll talk about when you get here. I'll talk about when you get here." So she pulled in to the driveway, and I got in the car, and she was like, the face really said it all. I really didn't too much want to hear what she had to say because I was.
I wish you could have seen it. I wish you could have seen it.
And I was feeling like,
how bad can 4 braids look?
How am I gonna play this off? Because clearly, when everyone see me, either way, I'm screwed. If I take the braids out, they be like, "Bitch, see, you are inconsistent, bitch. You said you were gonna get your hair done, and you didn't get it fucking done." And you know what I'm saying? And if I had taken it out, it's not like I would have had enough money to go get it done again. So I was fucked either got that way because I was just fucking fucked. So I said, well, Qaadir, do not let the braids wear you, okay? You wear the goddamn braids. I was like a goddamn lieutenant in my fucking head, bitch, just screaming at myself like, bitch, you better work those motherfucking braids, bitch. I don't give a fuck what they look like. And so I was like, and my mother was like, girl, I don't think those look nice. And I was like, Mommy, you know what? Please, you know how sometimes you be annoyed and people, I know they don't look that good, honey. I really don't need you to confirm it. I already know. I'm not in denial. But
And Qaadir shows self-awareness. One thing I know about Qaadir, as much as he's up his arse, he's self-aware. He knows when he serves a turd. He knows when the shit is stretched out to an elf. He knows when it's bad. He knows when he's under-delivered. He knows when he scammed us. For all he may try and twist the story, I know deep down he has self-awareness.
So on that next day, I got my little cute outfit on, put some oil sheen in my braids. And I went to school. Now, as I was walking up, I said, well, bitch, it's either now or never, do or die, bitch. So I got off the bus, Miss Honey. And when I was walking down the pavement, honey, girl, I wasn't making her bleed, but I was stomping the fuck out of her. But how can I make her bleed when the braids were not... Anyway, so I'm walking. I'm just swinging. And first of all, can I just say this first? The braids were going all the way down my back. I wanted beads on the braids, but I only wanted the braids to be like this long. That way, the beads, it would be... Because it don't make no sense for you to put 4 little beads on braids that are just goddamn fucking light. It just didn't make no sense. But be that as it may, she tried her best, so I'm not going to...
I feel like you could have slayed it. The length isn't even a thing. You could have slayed those inches, could you? If you were a baddie, you could have slayed that.
Still. Anyway, so I was walking. And like I said, the braids were big as fuck, honey. It was like, can we say dookie bread? So... cornbraids, I was like, oh girl, no man. And then it wasn't even too much no design in it. I don't like braids to be going just straight back to me. That's not cute. I like it unless you're getting a weave or like a sew-in. But if you don't get like braids where people can actually see them, to me, I need a design in that bitch, honey. Please give me some type of design. Because otherwise, to me, it's just bland. I don't like it like that. But be that as it may. So I'm just like, honey, I'm just stomping the pavement. I'm just, doing my thing, girl. Just, yeah, girl. What's up, honey? Yeah. Do you know, there was this girl that I didn't even too much care for, because she one of them girls who were kind of two-faced and conniving and motherfucking backstabbing, honey. Yes, ma'am. And so she saw me, she was like, and in high school they used to call me Quay because people made it seem like saying Qaadir was too fucking hard. So I was like, girl,
yeah, I just realized, I was thinking about something the other day, like, I say his name is Qaadir, right, Qaadir. I think I've been saying it wrong. There's 2 A's for a reason. I think it's Qaadir. I think it's Qua. And I want to honour that because, when you have, like, a name that's ethnic or whatever, like, everyone mispronounces it. I don't want to be part of that. I want to pronounce people's names properly. So I think it's Qaadir. Just, yeah.
But honey, so she was like, girl, Quay. And I thought she was going to say something, like, okay, girl, I like your braids. Do you know this bitch was like, oh my God, Quay, oh my God, girl. And I was like, what is it, honey? She going to reach to the ground and pick up one of my braids. Do you know that I had lost 2 of my braids stomping the pavement from my bus stop?
But there was only 4 of them.
To where I had been on campus. It'd been different if I'd lost the braids at the train station where didn't too much no one even fucking know me. But it was a hot mess for me to have been losing braids at my school where everybody knows who the fuck I am, especially when I have been talking shit. And then people gonna think you bald head as fuck when you losing braids. It's like, how the fuck a braid gonna fall out your fucking head? It's not like, bitch, what the fuck? So I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, girl, you know what? But bitch, please. In my brain, I'm like, oh my fucking goodness. But girl, I got the braid. I said, oh, thank you for letting me know. I took one of my rubber bands off my wrist. I put that braid right, I stuck it right in the center. Got my rubber band, put it in. So funny stuff. So if one of these motherfucking braids fall out again, bitch, it ain't the rubber band is gonna catch it, bitch. Because I was so mad that even if it was gonna be somebody who knew that the braid fell out, I didn't want it to be her, because that's just gonna give her more ammunition. Because if me and her ever would have fell out, she would be like, girl, that's why your braids are falling out. But I said, girl, trust me. Back in the old days, girl, don't try me. The bitch is new. Because I'm like, girl, if you come for me, honey, you know this is what I do for a living, bitch. Back in the day, I was like, girl,
he's always on the defense. He's never enjoyed life as far as I'm concerned.
For me, girl, because I will let your ass motherfucking have it, girl, and you will wish that you never met me. But this bitch, but she was nice about it because she knew that would be something that was embarrassing. But girl, please. And so then, I was like, oh no, man. So I went throughout the day with my braids on. And I was like, but I made the conscious decision. I said, girl, when I go home, I'm cutting these bitches the fuck out. Now, I will say this. When I cut the braids out of my head, it made my hair silky. But the point is, I just wasted all this goddamn money for what? Sweetie? For what? So, with that being said, girl, on that next day I came to school after I cut my braids out, the girl, she was like, what happened to your braids? Where are your braids at? What happened to them? I'm like, girl, I had an allergic reaction. When you hear people say that, that is an excuse. That means they thought their hair looked a fucking mess. Or not even they thought, they knew it was a fucking mess. And hey, when a bitch is saying to you, if they just got their hair done, and then on that next day it's gone, and they say they got an infection.
I remember first time I wanted to do single braids with like the extensions. I spent all day Sunday doing it. I went to school. Monday when I came back, my mom was like, no, you need to take this out of your head. Take this out. That's when I was first trying to do like natural hairstyles and stuff independently.
Bitch, you didn't have an infection. The only infection you had was that hair that was sitting on your top of your head looking rotted. Your hair looks a rotted mess, bitch. You have a bruised ass fruit sitting on top of your scalp, sweetheart, and you are attracting all types of goddamn fruit flies. And therefore, you need to remove that damn thing off your head. You need to remove the virus that is eating at your scalp. But with that being said, girl, let me go ahead. Girl, I had to just... Ooh, girl, that brought back... Ooh, but that story is funny. I mean, at the time, I was pissed the fuck off, though. Because, when a situation happens, because, see, me, I like to, after the fact, or sometimes even during the fact, but on this occasion, it was a definite after that, because I had been talking too much shit. And I'm like, oh, my God, and I look a fucking mess now. How can I talk? It been different if I was just humble about it and been like, you know what, girl, I'm going to get my hair done. Who knows? It might come out. I don't know how it's going to come out.
Right. And that could be applied to everything going forward. Just like, I want to put this concert on. It could be a turd. Who knows? But I'm going to try my best. If you just were like that, I think it would be better.
It was a hot mess. At least I said, I don't know how it's going to turn out. But bitch, man, I was like, oh, girl, please. I thought I'm going to be the hottest bitch in this goddamn campus, bitch, on this next Monday, girl. Fuck a damn Sunday like Ice Cube, honey. I said this next Monday. And girl, when I came in the next Monday, girl, braids was falling out from left to goddamn right. Girl was just a girl in the front. It was them big ass fucking dookie balls in the front. You know the fucking balls? When you have them big ass dookie braids. Bitch look like a damn snake, got the head to the snake, then the tail. Girl, I was like, you know what? Oh my God. Yeah, like I said, the bitches were gagging of disguise. But that being said, girl, if you gonna get your hair done, you may as well just pay that money up front, get it done, and get it done right. And if you are gonna pay somebody who's working in their home or somebody that's, isn't really official, you better look in their damn portfolio and make sure that bitch still got some damn hair when she's done.
Okay.
Ooh, Lord, have mercy, honey. But that being said, girl, let me go, because I got so much work to do, but I just want to come and share that story with you. I have so much on my plate right now, girl, but...
Behind the scenes.
I feel inspired to tell y'all that story. So with that being said, girl, let me go ahead on and go back onto my day working. Alright.
Working. Woo! That's a good one. That's a classic. I mean, it speaks for itself. We're all on a hair journey. If you're on a hair journey, I'm on a hair journey. And we have slip-ups, we learn what works for us, what doesn't, blah, blah, blah. We get there. Qaadir, his hair was looking very good at one point, 2017 maybe. And now I it is what it is. We're all getting there. So I didn't get too hard with people's hair. Even though his hair looks a mess sometimes, I just think we're all on a journey as like black people, Afro-textured hair people. I'm very forgiving, but what you can't not mention is this trap that he always falls into of making it seem like it's going to be more than what it is before the fact, and looking just effing his life up, just looking unreliable, looking like a liar, looking like a dishonest person, and he's done it so many times. And most recently with that concert that was a flop, he said the tickets were going to sell out. He said, oh my God, a night to remember, 2 hours, none of it. So, I mean, I just hope he learns someday. And I hope, like I said, now he's not going to announce anything till it's done. That's not something we have to worry about. Even the Patreon, he makes it seem like it's so great. Meanwhile, the plates have been insufficient since 2017. And that's what I've heard. I never was a Patreon, but it's time for you to learn. It's Qaadir. It's time to grow. It's time for us all to grow. It's time to grow. It's time to glow. Okay? So I'm going to wash this off. It's tight as hell. It's tight as hell. I can just about speak. And I will see you all later. And by the grace, I forgot my outro. I think it's just the name, right? Hey, and that's all there is. And by the grace, we continue to rise. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.